Coming up on Hanover Headlines, some students can't find a place to shower. We have the scoop on dorm problems.
Also, a coach on campus talks about helping a U.S. national team.
And a lacrosse player has the chance of a lifetime this summer. We'll have all the details.
Coming up on Hanover Headlines. Welcome to Hanover Headlines, your source for all things Hanover. I'm Brandon Geyer, here with Janet Schnurr.
Spring term is quickly coming to an end, but it's still here on campus with lots going on. First up, searching for a working shower on campus is not something a student should have to do, but now it's a necessity for residents living in the second floor west of Catherine Parker Hall. With no working showers, these Hanover students are being deprived of something that should be expected. An unbearable smell is also coming from the bathroom and have many of the students frustrated.
It's really frustrating to not be able to shower at my own convenience, and we used to only have one shower and now we don't have any showers, so it's really frustrating to have to walk all the way across the hall to then hope that nobody else is showering over there.
Maintenance has been notified on the issue and say they'll be working to fix the problem. But with an end of the year fastly approaching, it looks like those in KP Hall West will have to continue looking for a shower.
A new addition to Hanover's campus is now open. The Withrow Student Activity Center was dedicated this weekend. Janet Schnurr gives us the lowdown on the new space.
Mrs. Joanne Withrow donated $1 million to the center, which officially opened on Saturday. The center now includes new games, pool and foosball tables, TV lounges, a craft room, and a computer lab. After going months without a student activity center, students now have one that was worth the wait. President Sue DeWine made sure the Student Activity Center was at the top of the list of what Hanover needed. She says it's important to have a place for students to gather and have fun.
There's all kinds of possibilities here, and today we turn it over to the students to imagine those possibilities.
Members of the Student Activity Center Committee are hopeful that the Withrow Center will bring more students together.
Students in all residential facilities the ability to meet and become closer with other people in an environment that isn't cramped and has plenty of space.
With so many possibilities, plus a coffee shop, the Withrow Center will be put to good use for years to come. For Hanover Headlines, I'm Janet Schnurr.
A member of Hanover's coaching community will take part in the selection of athletes for a U.S. national team over the summer. Hanover lacrosse coach Skip Lickvis will be partaking in the selection of players for the U.S. national team. Lickvis is a National Lacrosse Hall of Famer and has both coached and played for the U.S. program. Even after 30 years of working in lacrosse, his love for the game has gone unchanged.
It's just been a lifelong passion, and it's been just an enjoyable time, and just the opportunity to be able to continue to do that, especially now here, and hopefully bring some of those experiences to the guys here at Hanover.
With the help of other coaches, he will work to fill a 23-man roster. The team will compete for the World Lacrosse Championship in Denver next July.
That's really exciting. I didn't know that he was that on like a national board to choose the players.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think that we're playing for a coach that has been such an intricate part in lacrosse from it starts with U.S. Playing. The newest sport on campus is considered the fastest growing sport in the country, and one Hanover athlete is using his skills as a way to play at an international level. Earlier, I talked with Luke Karnick about this summer's tryouts. Coming off his sophomore season, Luke Karnick will be trying out for the Latvia national lacrosse team this August. Now, most people don't know where Latvia is, but it is in the Baltic region of Northern Europe, right next to Russia. Now, to try out for a national team, you have to be 50% of that ethnicity. And now your mom and grandparents are both 100% Latvian. How do they feel about you going and doing this?
My mom's really excited. She's the one who actually pushed me to do this in the first place. My grandma, I talked to her a little bit, and she's just ecstatic. Just the thought of me playing for where she grew up, it's exciting to her. It's exciting to my entire family, I think. And even my dad, who's not even Latvian at all, is excited. I mean, everyone just wants to see also me just playing at a higher level too.
Now, our coach here at Hanover, he's he's the head of the selection for the U.S. team, and it's looking like some fierce competition to fill the 23-man roster for his team. How do you think the competition is going to stack up for you in Latvia?
It's actually going to be a lot harder than you'd think. They can only take 4 people from out of the country who aren't passport holding, so 4 people who aren't citizens of Latvia, and I'm going to go up against at least 6 Division I lacrosse players, but I'm not too worried about it, considering I've played against most of those guys in like summer ball, and I'm just pretty confident in everything, so I think we'll be all right.
Now, like you said, you've played against some of these D1 kids in summer ball and stuff, and you get to watch them on TV, and some of these kids playing in college who are going to be on the U.S. team and the Canadian team. Does that make you nervous at all playing against them at this level, at that stage?
Oh yeah, it's terrifying to think, like, I mean, if I make it, I'll be playing, if you know lacrosse, I'll be playing against guys like Brody Merrill or Paul Rabel, and that's a horrifying idea considering they're some of the greatest athletes like the sport's ever seen, and they're just absolute monsters. So it's a little nerve-wracking, yeah.
Okay, so after you make the team, are you gonna what are you planning to do in Latvia on your visit? I know you're going with your mom. Are you guys excited to just kind of visit?
Yeah, I mean, the tryout's a week long, so we'll after that we'll probably stay because we have family who still lives there, and we'll hang out there and just get to see the sights. I mean, I've never actually been out of the country, so it'll be interesting.
Sorry. Now, after you make the team, you're going to come back here for about a year, and you'll be back playing at Hanover before you get to go back and play next July. That should be a little bit of a transition for you.
Oh, it'll be something else. 'Cause, yeah, I mean, just coming back from playing with all those Division I guys and the guys who have been playing, the guys on the Latvian team too have been playing together for 12 years now, some of them. So it'll be a big transition coming back to guys who I'm just starting to know, like incoming freshmen, and guys who are coming back after ineligibility problems, and just it's going to be a whole different transition and a whole different world again. And not to mention, our offense here is totally different from what I'm going to be running out there. So it's just it'll be a big transition, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for being here with me, Luke. Maybe we'll get to see you next year in July play in the Men's World Lacrosse Championships in Denver. Back to you in the studio.
Winslow Nation creator and Hanover junior Devin Kandaki is ready to take his company to the next level. Kandaki wants to show everyone that Winslow should be in every classroom. Winslow Nation is seeing some big plans in the coming years. There are already school readings and keynotes, but Kandaki hopes to take his company across the U.S. to gain popularity. Kandaki is excited for the future and how he will promote Winslow.
Los Angeles, San Francisco. We're going to be going to Miami, where I'm from. We're going to be going to New York to Comic-Con. We're going to be going to different kind of fairs to help promote, because that's where a lot of the businesses come together.
Kandaki also wrote a theme song to go along with the merchandise. He created his company to help kids. He envisions Winslow becoming the next big thing in children's products.
There are many clubs to join here at Hanover College, but not everyone knows them all. To promote her club, one student finds a fun way to reach out to her fellow students. Kayla Furnow, a freshman art major, will be conducting an independent preaching experiment. The experiment examines people's reactions to social norms when they are violated. She hopes this project will grab attention of the students enough to let them know about the Sociology and Anthropology Club, as well as the many other clubs available to students.
The main purpose of the video is to show how diverse Hanover's campus is and how fun it is, because prospective students especially, they don't know anything about the clubs until August experience, until they see people interacting and talk about the clubs, and that's just like a little activity club fair, so they don't really know what you're doing. So this video is like upfront personal information of what the clubs do.
Kayla begins filming her experiment this Friday and will be made into several different episodes. Be on the lookout this weekend, as you may be the next star of her experiment. The Middle East has been a hot topic in the news recently. One Hanover student will be in the middle of it all. Anna Reno will be studying in Amman, Jordan for a year. Janet Schnur talks to her about her opportunity.
Spending a year in Jordan and learning Arabic, it's not a common goal for most students. For Anna Reno, it was an opportunity she couldn't pass up. Anna received the Bourne Scholarship, funded by a government program to help students become more globally well-rounded. Thanks for coming today, Anna.
You're welcome.
Okay, first, I know you've been looking into the Bourne Scholarship for a couple of years now, and this year you got it out of only 161 other recipients received it too. How did you feel when you finally found out that you got it?
I was really excited. Do you want me to take this?
No, it's okay.
And I jumped around my house a lot. I couldn't believe it at first. I thought I might be dreaming because I had wanted it for so long.
That's awesome. I know that John Humphrey received it last year to go to Brazil for a year, and now you got this one. So do you have any tips for the application process for other students who might want to apply?
Do a Richter grant to boost your application and work on learning the language that you want to study.
Now, your school is located in Amman, which is in Jordan, and there's been a lot of political controversy and social unrest there. Are you nervous about staying there at all for a year?
I'm really not. I've been there before, and Amman is pretty safe and stable. There's a lot less crime in Amman than there is in New York City or Miami or Chicago even. So it's a really safe city. I'm not concerned at all.
Okay, that's good. I probably would be pretty scared if I went. Now, a lot of people like to study abroad when they're here at Hanover, and are you worried about being homesick at all for a year?
Yeah, I am. I've been thinking about that lately. I've never been away from my family for more than a month and a half or so. So this will definitely be a new experience.
Okay, and last but not least, when do you leave?
September 1st is the official program date, but I think we'll leave for orientation a week early.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
If you're interested in applying for a Boren Scholarship, please contact Ushia Pelt or check on myhanover.com.edu. Whoops. Back to you in the studio. Well, I really can't believe there's only 1 week left in the semester.
I know, this school year has really flown by.
That's all for today on Hanover Headlines, your source of news for all things Hanover.
Thanks for joining us. We will see you next week.